China hits a mortality peak. Outbreaks spread rapidly with a skyrocketing death count. AI analysis uncovers a stunning result. China's actual population may be just 500 million. Disasters strike from railways to electric vehicles, plunging the nation into chaos as officials block information, igniting public fury.
Meanwhile, tensions between China and Japan escalate. A Japanese singer sees her stage power severed, and icon Ayumi Hamasaki sings alone in a vacant arena. Beijing's political stunt backfires, attracting global denouncement.
Economically, the country enters a deep recession. The mirage of wealth crumbles as citizens fight to survive. But the biggest storm is internal. Who will make a move from the shadows to pierce Xi Jinping's power structure? An explosive black dossier at a Politburo meeting signals an imminent power transfer.
You are watching Fox Hunt China, bringing you timely insights and grounded views on modern China. Infections continue spreading fast. An AI calculation has exposed a shocking outcome. China's true population is likely only 500 million. The flu outbreak across the mainland is spiking with a transmission rate and severity surpassing prior years. Provinces report a steep rise in child infections, overloaded hospitals, and widespread class suspensions. The CDC stated that the positivity rate for patients with flu-like symptoms neared 45%. Since this only covers those seeking medical help, the actual infection rate is likely much higher.
On the platform X, suspicion is mounting that this isn't just H3N2. Many users say this surge mirrors the early COVID-19 wave of 2023, citing sudden deaths among young adults, white lung cases, and rapid transmission. Netizens claim that changing the virus's name won't fool anyone. Others note that after mandated COVID vaccines, hospitals are now packed with patients facing severe complications, and sudden deaths are trending younger. Adding to the controversy, a video went viral where a Chinese-American woman used AI modeling to conclude that China's population is not the claimed 1.4 billion, but only 500 to 600 million. Previously, Elon Musk's Grok 3 model estimated that up to 200 million people might have vanished during the pandemic. Footage of ghost villages and empty cities supports the theory that the pandemic has repeatedly decimated the population since 2020. Reports indicate most provinces have reached high flu circulation levels, with the 5 to 14 age group recording the highest positivity rates. School cluster infections are rising weekly.
In Beijing, the Global Times claims the wave has peaked. Yet Beijing Children's Hospital reports surging patient volumes, forcing 24-hour operations. Infections are spreading from students to office workers and the elderly. Massive class suspensions are in effect across Guangdong, Tianjin, Zhejiang, and Inner Mongolia.
Tragically, severe complications like white lung are appearing in children. In Henan, a 3-year-old died less than 24 hours after developing a fever. In Zhejiang, a 12-year-old developed full white lung in just 1 day. Similar sudden deaths among children are reported from Hong Kong to Shandong, sparking panic among parents. Tragedies are striking everything from railways to electric vehicles. As the year ends, strange incidents continue to unfold. On November 27th, the railway system saw 2 serious accidents. In Kunming, a test train traveling at 114 kilometers per hour struck a group of workers, killing 11. Specialists pointed out fatal errors. No dispatch orders were communicated, and workers entered the tracks early without safety supervision. The train left a 287-meter brake mark, but workers had less than 10 seconds to react. Almost simultaneously, a train on the Baoji-Chengdu line in Sichuan killed 2 maintenance workers. Information was quickly suppressed.
These accidents follow a pattern of negligence, including a recent bridge collapse in Sichuan and a death curve in Hunan where a train killed a 60-year-old man, the 19th fatality on that specific track. The maritime sector is also suffering. 2 fishing vessels from Liaoning capsized off South Korea, leaving 2 dead and 12 missing. Investigations exposed officials forcing shipowners to conceal accidents and captains using forged documents. Over 160 officials have been investigated for misconduct. China's electric vehicle industry, a touted technological showcase, is being hit by a string of deadly crashes. On November 26th, a Xiaomi SU7 slammed into a guardrail in Jiangxi without braking. The driver died instantly, and police reportedly pressured witnesses to delete footage. Another user reported the vehicle's assist system failed to evade a truck. While Xiaomi engineers acknowledged a blind spot, they denied malfunction. Horrific incidents include a Xiaomi car in Chengdu bursting into flames. Bystanders had to cut the doors open with a chainsaw because they wouldn't unlock. In Anhui, 3 university students died in a burning SU7 with locked doors. Meanwhile, Huawei vehicles with automatic parking have crashed into each other, and viral clips show axles snapping and cars climbing trees. Netizens argue these accidents reflect deep-rooted corruption and low safety standards. Tensions between China and Japan have surged after Prime Minister Sanai Takaichi asserted that a Taiwan contingency is a Japan contingency. Beijing retaliated with cultural restrictions. In Shanghai, singer Maki Otsuki had her stage power cut mid-performance. More notably, pop icon Ayumi Hamasaki's concert was cancelled at the last minute despite 10,000 tickets sold. She chose to perform her set alone in an empty arena, broadcasting it to fans, a move hailed as a symbol of professionalism against Beijing's pettiness. Other artists, including the boy band JO1, faced similar cancellations. Organizers are suffering unrecoverable financial losses. Media expert Akio Yaita explains these moves aim to pressure the Japanese government, but they are backfiring, eroding China's image and alienating its own citizens. The tourism sector is also a flashpoint. Beijing's travel advisory prompted flight cancellations, though reports of 500,000 canceled tickets were debunked as exaggeration. In reality, Japanese streets remain vibrant. The true losers are Chinese airlines, facing billions of yen in losses from mass refunds. Xinhua news agency warned that Prime Minister Takaichi could be short-lived if she doesn't yield, but analysts note Beijing is cautious. Unlike in 2012, there are no mass street protests, as the CCP fears public anger could turn against the regime itself. Beijing is merely signaling strength to a domestic audience while testing Japan's new leadership. China is entering a major recession. To distract the public, social media is flooded with fabricated stories about the U.S. collapsing. This propaganda aims to soothe a population facing precarious lives. Finding employment is increasingly difficult. Migrant workers are striking over unpaid wages, with many unable to afford the trip home for Lunar New Year. In Shenzhen, laborers sleep outdoors in freezing weather. Factories owe months of back pay, yet workers are too afraid to resign and lose what they are owed. Unemployment has reached the educated elite. Graduates from top universities face repeated rejection as tech and gaming industries freeze hiring. Many are forced into food delivery or ride-hailing. Even low-skilled day labor is scarce. Malls are empty, and stores shut down months after opening. Business owners are vanishing, leaving employees with no recourse. The mood is bleak, factory zones are quiet, and the illusion of prosperity has evaporated. The crisis extends to cross-border e-commerce, where rising taxes in South America and Southeast Asia have destroyed profit margins. Domestically, young people are rejecting marriage and homeownership. Foreign investment is fleeing, real estate is defaulting, and the public fears the crisis is only beginning.
Who will make a move from the shadows? An explosive black dossier at a Politburo meeting signals a massive power transfer.
On November 28th, a Politburo study session reviewed the 20th inspection round report. The meeting was tense. Notably, the slogan, "Two establishes," affirming Xi's core status, was omitted, replaced only by "two upholds." Even more telling was the absence of two key figures, Discipline Inspection Secretary Li Xi and Politburo member Ma Xingrui. Xi Jinping emphasized purifying the political ecosystem, signaling a purge targeting factional alliances, specifically those within his own network. Commentator Zhang Feng argues the omission of two establishes suggests the Politburo is no longer Xi's echo chamber. The inspection report is a life and death register for officials. An anti-Xi coalition appears to be quietly replacing Xi-aligned leaders with technocrats. Recent appointments in Shanxi, Guangxi, and Jiangsu favor neutral data specialists over political loyalists. The absence of Ma Xingrui is critical. Analysts link him to the financial collapse of real estate giant Vanke. Ma served as Shenzhen party secretary when Shenzhen Metro acquired Vanke, a deal now causing massive losses. Li Xi, then Guangdong secretary, is also implicated. More dangerously, Ma Xingrui is part of the Shandong circle surrounding First Lady Peng Liyuan. Targeting Ma is seen as a direct challenge to Peng. If Xi cannot protect Ma, shielding his wife from political fallout becomes difficult. Experts predict Ma's removal is just step one. Other loyalists like Wang Xiaohong and Kai Chi may face pressure next. However, Xi is expected to remain as a symbolic figurehead, much like he retained military titles even after his protégés were purged. The power structure is fracturing. From health crises and crumbling infrastructure to economic ruin and palace intrigue, the signs of instability are everywhere. Your feedback matters. Share your views in the comments. If this content resonated with you, please subscribe and like to stay up to date with Fox Hunt China. Thank you for watching.